Today is September the 11th. I've already done my moment of silence and remembrance of what happened years ago, and that's fine. It's not really cold, it's a chill in the air, but I'm doing okay, so I know it's not cold if I'm doing okay. I've upped my game plan on breakfast in the mornings. I'm now eating 3 packs of maple and brown sugar oatmeal and big old spoonful of peanut butter in there with it. So I can't tell you it tastes great, but it don't taste bad. I like peanut butter and I like oatmeal. Today's top goal is 16 miles. Whether we make 16 miles or not, we don't know. I'm pretty tired this morning. It's been over 2 weeks now. I really haven't had a day off. And I know I need to quit whining about a day off, but last time we didn't take a day off, it was pretty bad. So I can make it to Glasgow, and Glasgow is going to be the southern Stanimals, and plan on taking a 0 there. Blues walked an extra 5 miles yesterday, 2.5 into town, 2.5 back to the trail to get food. So I haven't hit. In fact, he just now got up. It's a long day yesterday, but still having fun, seeing stuff. Today's terrain on the map looks easy, but you look at the terrain on the map and you don't know what's on the ground as far as rocks. So hopefully it'll be an easy day. Maybe we can cruise 16 miles. Maybe we can cruise 10 miles. We don't know. We're going to figure it out and have a good time and laugh and joke like usual. It's been a slow-moving morning this morning. We're both tired. Yesterday's climb was tough, but it wasn't brutal. But the day before was so hard. I'm trying to get the thing up. If you fuss about me moving the camera, I was trying to get that. But feel really good today. Not really sore at all. Not really stiff. We got 35 miles to Glasgow, and realistically, we probably could do it in 2 days, but we're not going to. We don't want to push ourselves and just be dog tired. So we're going to divide 35 miles up over either 2.5 days or 3 days and get in there and do a 0 and rest up. And because we got Delville coming up, and we get to Delville, that is where the Triple Crown going south starts. The Triple Crown being Tinker's Cliff, McAfee Knob, and the Dragon's Tooth. And I like to throw Audie Murphy in there too, because that's a really cool place. But I got a question about McAfee Knob. My name is McGee, M-C-G-E-E. McAfee Knob is M-C-A-F-F-E-E or whatever. Well, how would he get to McAfee? Wouldn't I be McAgee? I don't know. We're gonna take off here in a minute. We'll show y'all some stuff. All right, so we're moving today, hoping for a good, easy trail. Got some climbs, but nothing like yesterday. We ended up over 4,000, close to 5,000 feet of climbs yesterday when it was all said and done. And like I said, Blues Clues did an extra 5 miles to get more food for him. Brought me a big old jar of Jif peanut butter, which is awesome. And we shared Coke, so that was good. But this morning, like I say, the minimum goal is 10 miles, depending on how we feel. Got 35 miles to Glasgow. The most we'll do today, I think, is 16. Depends on how we feel when we get to the 10-mile marker. But it's a good day. It's nice. It's not hot. You can tell I still got my hoodie on. Got a clean shirt on, clean socks on. And 3 miles in to some laundry and a shower and a big meal. But anything pops up, we'll get with you. All right, we just about 3 miles in for the day. Trail's been really good. We're doing under 21-minute miles so far. Hope it holds up. Met a flip-flopper like us. Then Chopsticks, of course. Apparently, I told him I thought I saw his name in the book. He said, no, there's a bunch of Chopsticks out here. So, but he got hurt up in New Hampshire. He's from New Hampshire. Got hurt in Pennsylvania. Knees and stuff. Had some knee problems and everything. And had to get off. Took some time off healing up and then came back down to Harper's Ferry. Headed south, and he said he's hiked the north section twice and never really hiked down here, so he decided to go ahead and finish this up. He's moving a little quicker than we are, but some people do, some people don't. Well, we're on a big climb for the day, and trail got hard, not real hard, but it's up. It's been ups and downs all day, but it's hard to see, but that's about 250 foot drop right through there. Finally broke a sweat. All right, it's lunchtime. We've been right at 7 miles. We started a little late this morning. It was just a good morning to kind of piddle around a little bit. So we haven't had a view in 7 miles. There's no Blues Clues. We eating lunch. Haven't had a view of nothing but the ground and trees in 7 miles, and we finally got to a good viewpoint. And I'll show it to you in a minute, but that's the one thing about this trail, this section we're on right now, and even the trail a lot of places. If you're on the trail strictly for the views, you're gonna be disappointed because you have to work to get to the views. And sometimes you get places there's no views, and you just, you learn to deal with it. And when you get one, you just sit there and appreciate it. So I'm gonna turn this thing around and show you my lunch view. All right. It's pretty nice. I mean, realistically, we've had nothing all day. And then we walk out and we get this. So we were taking our lunch break and sat here for a while and got ready to go and looked up in Blues Clues. I was taking really good close-up photos of these flowers. And hadn't seen any mushrooms lately, so I figured Laura probably needs something to look at that says, ooh, that's pretty. And I didn't really realize the flowers were there until Blues Clues started taking pictures. So that's your gratuitous flower photo video of the day. We've been walking uphill for a while, and it's been nice. A lot of meadows, orchard type things. It's not just a forest. It's been pretty nice. A lot of briar patches. Had an apple tree a while ago, absolutely full of apples. I hate to be there when the bear finds them. But we went down to a spring to get water. It was 0.3, and I dropped my backpack, and I wish I would have took it because it was some really nice campsites, and just pretty. It was just pretty. But you can see now this is where we are now, and we got our second view of the day, and it's pretty nice. There's Blues Clues, and that's the way we're going, is up there. But you know what? It was a lot harder than that getting up here. So. But this is nice. There's a little tree. So I'm gonna be quiet and just shoot some videos. All right, that was worth it. All right, we summited Coal Mountain a few minutes ago, well, a little while ago. That was the one that got on top and the bald and everything. I'm just gonna be point blank. I would go back to that one, park the vehicle at the bottom, walk to the top and camp. That was a beautiful view. A lot of campsites around that, a lot of them up there. You can't camp in the meadows, but you can camp where the grass is, by the rocks on the top. So it was wonderful. So we came off that, and now we're on Bald Knob Mountain. And if you look around behind me, this is not a bald knob. This is a knob covered in trees. So, but this was a mile walk up. But me and Blues Clues have figured out that the north has helped us learn to walk mountains. So we did it pretty quick and didn't take any breaks coming up. So, but we're almost through with the day. We got 5 miles downhill, and then we'll be pretty close to Glasgow, and we're gonna figure out what day we're gonna get there. But been a good day. It hasn't been real hard. It's been a little tough, but not hard. So, but I think we may have one more view. Think about this bald knob here. It's got trees, and you don't really have a view. So, all right, 15.8 miles today to Brown Mountain Shelter. On the wall that said Brown Mountain Creek Shelter in the book. That's fine. Wasn't a terribly hard today. It climbed 2 4,000 foot mountains. Pretty good. Terrain wasn't too awful bad. Here at the end, coming down the last mountain, it was a lot of switchbacks and rough rocks and slippery rocks and all that junk, more like gravel than rocks. But it took some time. Feet are sore right now. Blues Clues feet are sore. But we made it all the way here. I was really impressed with a couple of the views today. And 4,000 foot mountains, we knocked them out pretty good. Really didn't get tired until we come down the hill, slipping and sliding everywhere. So we got a creek by the shelter. We're fixing to cook supper and plan our day for tomorrow. There's either gonna be 10 miles or a lot more than 10. We gotta figure it out. All right, we're still on September the 11th, and we ain't got water. Brought it up here in my 2-liter scenic, and I walked away and I came back. I'm like, there's something in my scenic bag. Y'all ain't gonna believe this crap. There's a fish in there. I can get him to move right. He's over in that corner right there. So, there he goes. Now I'll show you again. All right, so you can kind of see him in the bag down there. There he is. All right, so we'll pour him out. Catch and release. Like old Bill Dance back in the day. He's still in there. We'll see if I can get him on the rocks so we can see him. Yep, he's still in there. All right, there he is right there. So we see him now for sure. Like a little trout. There he goes. All right. Is it illegal fishing if you didn't mean to catch him? I don't know. It's Thursday, September the 12th. Ooh, still here. About to head out. Got decisions to make today. We got a good camp spot in about 10 miles. Lots of water between here and there. 10 miles later, that's the last water for a long ways. So 20 miles to Glasgow, 18 miles to a campsite just before Glasgow. But we're gonna have to carry a bunch of water if we do that. We're gonna figure it out. This morning, hopefully, will be somewhat easy. It looks like it's gonna be flat for a while, but you never know what's on the trail as far as rocks go. But had a good night last night. Blue's Clues, heard the bat in the shelter. There's supposed to be a bat here. I can't tell you I really heard it, but Blue's Clues heard the bat moving around last night. So no bugs. It got cool last night, and with the water down below us, kind of moist this morning as far as water in the air, but it slept really good. We had 2 more through hikers come through. They were Sobos, and they did a 20-mile day yesterday, and they were pretty much running when they got here, and they were running when they left this morning. More power to them. I like to see a few things. But we're gonna hit the road here in a minute. We've had breakfast. I filtered some water, didn't catch another fish, so that was pretty interesting. So we're gonna get up the road, and we'll get with y'all later on. So we're moving along today. Pretty good trail right beside the creek. I think we're gonna walk this creek for a little while, and I hope so. It's nice and flat and pretty much smooth. A few rocks, a few roots, but nothing to really hinder us or slow us down. So we're not the fastest, we ain't the slowest, but we're pretty steady. And I got that goal of getting close to Glasgow today to make it a short walk in tomorrow so we can get some really good rest and get plans for next week. Next week is supposed to rain a whole lot, but you never know. It may rain, it may not. We made a lot of changes in our plans up north based on rain that never showed up. And then when we wasn't expecting rain, it showed up. So, but we learned a lesson last night, or I did anyway. We camped really close to the stream, and I left my hiking sticks out inside the shelter and everything, and went to grab them this morning, and that cork on it felt like snails. It was all wet and slimy. So note to self, if you're camping near water where it's going to be moisture in the air, put your hiking sticks inside something. All right, we're about right at 3 miles in, and Blue's Clues talked about a reservoir yesterday, and trail's been really easy, but I'm gonna show you the rain. Concentrate up north. That's not a lake, that's not a pond, that's not a creek, that's a reservoir. If I get to the other side that shows anything, I'll show you. So we came to the dam on the reservoir. And what all we can see, what all we can't see. Pretty good sized little reservoir, but walk hadn't been bad. So Got a view of a bridge coming up. Nice bridge, big cables, all that good stuff. Got a creek. And got a lady down there, fill some water. All right. This is a nice swinging bridge, looks like, again. Ooh. I stumbled a little bit. I might get a view of the creek or the river up here. Sounds more like a creek. That's pretty good, a lot of water in it. Okay. This is like the bridge over at Tishomingo County State Park. If you ever go there in northeast Mississippi, you walk and it sways a whole lot. That's not bad. It's a good bridge. I'm gonna turn it off real quick. I'm about to fall. Whew. You can see the sweat. Yeah, we're climbing hills now. Before it was pretty much just flat. Now we're climbing. I have to put my headband on, it looks like. Whew. All right, we're 2 hours in, 5.8, almost 6 miles. Been pretty easy. We just hit a hill a while ago that's slowing us down some, but you know what? We made the first 5 miles real fast. Snake season. Baby snakes everywhere. No poisonous ones yet. Saw one big black snake yesterday. First one I've seen in a while. And I've seen several baby snakes crawling across the trail. So get to hear a lot of Ric Flair today. Whoo! Whoo, tough climb. Real tough climb. Whew, it's tough. But I found something I want everybody to see. Big moment here. Whew, 800 miles till I'm finished. That's amazing. We made it up to the Blue Ridge Parkway. Blue's clues get on the video, but he's in it anyway. Made it to Punch Bowl Mountain Overlook. And even that was uphill from lunch. But it's really the first view of the day. We've been in the woods all day, come day long. Nice woods, but nice to see a mountain in the distance sometimes. And there is our elevation uphill from here. Whew. Well, it was a good hour walk. I made it to the top of Bluff Mountain. This ain't no bluff here. It turned around. That is a good hike up. I got to the top and some concrete stuff up here, like used to be a tower or something, but let me spin it around so y'all can see the really good view. That's, gosh knows how far that goes. That's the valley. I'm guessing Glasgow is down there or over the, I don't know where it's at, but I've been a little over 11 miles today and still got 6 to 7 more to go for an 18-mile day. I'm gonna sit here and breathe a little bit and just enjoy this view. Last view of the day. 3.1 to the shelter I'm going to. It's a little over 15 miles I've been, but this is the last view and pretty good one. Those ledges down there were pretty cool. All right, so Laura and I've been talking. She's ready to come back up here, and I'm ready for her to come back up here, but we got to figure out what role, because she doesn't really enjoy the everyday hiking. She enjoys hiking, but the everyday gets to her. So we're working on a way to get her to come up here in the Jeep and do a support role for me and Blue's Clues, and she can hike to what she wants to see, and then she can help us out whenever we get to the gaps or whatever, and then she's part of the fun. Then she doesn't like not being part of the fun. So hopefully it's going to work out here in the next few days. We figure everything out, and she can get back up north, and not up north, but north of where she is. We're in the south, and I'll be having me a biscuit tomorrow somewhere, by the way. But working on getting her back up here. She's good. Everybody's good. The situation that was stressing everybody out is, I think, under control, and everybody's good and breathing right again. So I think it's going to be fine. And she gets back up here, and she can bring me some new hiking shoes. I about never wore these out. There we go. All right, I had to move around to get the sun out of the way. Anyway, Not a lot bothers me with people, and you know, doing what I did for a living for a long time, living in different countries, just life in general. People don't bother me, but when somebody bothers me, something's wrong. I met a guy hiking a while ago, and been a couple miles ago. He's headed up the hill, I'm headed down the hill, and dude's wearing long work pants, long sleeve shirt, those gray work gloves you get from like Lowe's or somewhere, those heavy duty work gloves. He's got a mask on, sunglasses. I forgot to tell my wife a while ago, he had a Mountaineers toboggan on, and he had dreads. And I really don't think the dreads were real. I've seen people dress up and do stuff, and maybe they were. They didn't appear to be real, considering he's doing what he's doing. But it just was really peculiar. He asked me for some tobacco product, and I don't smoke, I don't dip, I don't do anything. And he got to ask me where I was going, and I told him somebody was waiting for me at the bottom of the hill. Asked about who's behind me. I don't know, man. I ain't seen nobody since the Blue Ridge Parkway. I don't know. But his backpack looked really light too. Just one of those things that it seemed like he was wearing a costume rather than hiking gear. And I called Laura to let her know, and tried to call Blue's Clues. Blue's Clues got sick earlier and actually had to get off trail and got shuttled into Stanimals. He didn't feel good the other day, kind of dizzy, and of course he normally sleeps in a hammock, and he's trying the tent with a sleeping pad because you have to stay in the shelters in the Smoky, so he's trying to get used to it. So I sent him a message a while ago to kind of give him a heads up about this. Stanimals may know it. It may be some dude. You meet peculiar people all the time, different people, but not many folks give me that vibe of something ain't right with this fella, and he gave me the vibe. So just I reported it to my wife to make sure she knew, and of course she wants me to call her when I get to the shelter, but who knows if you got service. Get to feeling kind of weird enough, I'll walk on. It's only like another 2 miles to the road to catch a ride. Just depends on how I feel, but that's one of the weird things that's happened. I met some peculiar people on trail, but that was a little different. So, yeah, squirrels. That's the most exciting event of the day. 7 tenths to the shelter, and I'll hopefully catch the shuttle into town in the morning about 8 o'clock and go to Stanimals and have a good biscuit breakfast or something in the morning. All right, we'll see y'all in a bit. All right, so it's the end of the day of September 12th. 18.3 miles. Got up with Blue's Clues. He's at Stanimals. He said the other guys knew the guy I was talking about and said he was okay. I just, one of those things of he's looked like he's wearing a costume rather than hiking gear, and just kind of peculiar situation. So, but seems some folks know who he is, or have been around him and seen him a little bit, so that's good. I am at John's Hollow Shelter, and I wish I would not have stayed here or stopped here. Bugs, a lot of mosquitoes. I haven't sprayed myself in several days from bugs, mosquitoes, and the mosquitoes are pretty bad here. So maybe when the sun goes down, it cools off, they'll get up out of here. Maybe we got a bat in the shelter tonight like we had last night, keeping the bugs out. So got to get up early in the morning, trying to be at the road 7:30, somewhere in there, 6:30, whatever it is. I'm gonna try to get about 30 minutes early and catch the shuttle in and enjoy some time off. I've added to my diet since I got back on the trail Tabasco. There we go. Makes everything better. And the peanut butter is working wonders. I feel so much better after eating a lot of peanut butter. So things are going better. I feel better. I'm not sure if I'll check tomorrow if I'm maintaining weight, but we'll check on that. So I'm gonna eat my supper, get into bed, get up early. I think 7:30 I'm gonna be there. Yeah, I'm getting up at 6, leaving here at 6:30. So, all right.